So we're a SmartVac, a single axle hydrovac service based out of Alberta, Western Canada. We are a lightweight, small truck with big truck power. Our mission with SmartVac is to bring innovation, new technology, and the power you would get out of a tandem or a tri-drive in a small truck. Now, why would you say would you want a small truck with big power when you could just have a big truck with big power? Well, our mission was we wanted to work towards municipalities and residential areas and anywhere you couldn't fit a big truck, and you can use us. We have a 320-degree maneuvered boom that can be powered by a remote or a touch screen over here. It's fully automated. This can be run by one operator. It usually has two operators that run this truck, but it can be run by one. And you only need a Class 5 license, any regular driver's license, because it's a single axle. You don't have to worry about upclassing for that. We're also extremely lightweight. Our whole cabinet system that contains our blower, silencer, water pump, heater, all of our major components are upheld within that cabinet, and it can reduce the decibel levels down to 80 dBs in a residential area, so it's extremely quiet. On top of that, we have a 10-yard tank, and our 10-yard tank has a steeping slope inside. At the bottom of the tank is where we hold our water, which holds up to 800 gallons or 4 yards. And our top half has about 6 yards of debris, where we have a measuring on top that can let you know when your tank is full. And when the tank is full, this truck is still underweight. It's 100% all the time underweight. You're never gonna have issues with DOT with this truck. We have a 3200 CFM blower. Our blower is a Ram blower. It comes from Connorsville, Indiana, which isn't far from here. And our truck is 3/4 US parts. So we're pretty much an American-made truck out of Canada, and we're looking to make an impact into the American market. So now I'm gonna pass over to Tim, who's gonna give you a little bit more details of the specs of the truck, and then we're gonna get forward with the demo.
All right, folks. Major things about this truck is the weight. It's extremely lightweight. So what you'll see here on this truck, anything that's shiny is made out of aluminum. So we've got aluminum literally every place that you can get away with it. Okay, so this cabinet's aluminum, your cyclone's aluminum, all of your air piping is aluminum, even your exhaust silencer is aluminum. Okay, that said, on a vacuum truck that you're getting heavy debris and rocks in it, some things need to be steel. Our tank, made of steel. So that said, just because it's steel doesn't mean we can have it be heavy. In order to get this much load onto a single axle and still be underweight, we had to make the tank really lightweight. So this tank's engineered so the wall of this tank is only 3/16 steel. I would be shocked if it wasn't the thinnest tank at the show. As far as we're aware, everybody else is using 1/4-inch steel or larger on all their tanks. To give you some sort of reference, you'll see different parts of the truck. Like this is a 1/4-inch thick, so we're even thinner than this. Makes for a really light tank. At the same time, this tank is extremely strong. You can see it supporting this boom all the way out there, 16 feet out, and you'll see how much load that boom can take without giving the tank any troubles. On top of that, we got a lot of automation built into this truck, which Kristian talked a little bit about. So everything from this truck can be controlled from this touch screen. Everything from turning on your work lights, turning on your blower, your water pump, anything like that, all done through the touch screen, changing your speeds, all that stuff. I'm just gonna go ahead and rev the truck up here and we can show you a couple other things. So when we're talking about automation, it gets even cooler than that. So this truck was made in Canada in places where it gets minus 40 degrees Fahrenheit or Celsius, it doesn't matter. It's really cold. So we've had to build this truck so it can tolerate cold weather. Now, in a lot of cases, you got to winterize these trucks. Normally they're full of water. They've got water everywhere. And winterizing them is quite a process. Anybody who's done it know you got to turn quite a few valves. You got to remember quite a few things. So on the SmartVac, what we've done is winterization at the touch of a button. So you go to your screen here, you hit winterize, you select your options, and you hit winterize. Now what's this going to do? The truck currently doesn't have any water on it, so it's draining just kind of minimal glycol and stuff that was in the tank. But what it's doing is it's blowing air through all the lines in this truck, so there's no water left on board. So what you can see down here, this is coming from the burner. So your burner is a coil that's got hundreds of feet of coiled tube in it. It holds a lot of water. And if that freezes, you've got a big repair bill. So you got to drain it if you want to park this truck outside or in cold climates. That's what the truck's doing right now. Now, this whole process, it takes about 4 minutes, and your operator can be sitting in the cab of the truck, staying warm. It does take a minute. It's more dramatic when it's full of water. I'm sorry. But you'll see, soon it'll switch. So the way we're able to do this is every water valve on this truck, now every HydroVac has quite a few valves on it. All of our water valves are air controlled, and they're all controlled by the central computer. So we've programmed it to say, you're gonna flush this burner out. There you go. Just switched and started doing the hose. Now it's flushing out the water lines in the tank. So if any of you guys have seen inside the tank, we've got those spray jets in there. Coming out of the tank a little bit. Now the last thing that it does is it runs antifreeze through the water pump. It does all this automatically. Some of you might be able to see from that angle on your glycol tank over here is getting circulated. All right, so now you've got this screen here. It says winterize mode active. This truck can be parked outside in minus 40 degrees. And you're not gonna ever have to worry about freezing anything up. That's the level of automation that we've achieved on this truck. To get back to work, you don't have to twist any valves or do anything. You just hit that enter work mode button and this truck is totally ready to work again. So now let's get to the exciting part of the demo here. So I'm going to show you, we've talked a little bit about how this truck has big truck power, and we'll put our money where our mouth is and show you just how powerful this blower is. So Kristian's just going to harness up here for safety. Turn the blower on here, you're going to hear it wind up. All set, Chris? There you go, folks. We're lifting a man with just suction power. And you can see he's pretty stuck on there. Looks like you got it right there. Right on. That's a lot of suction power, folks. So if you're going deep down into a sewer or something like that, you're wanting to suck stuff up a long ways, you're gonna have the power to do that. This little truck is gonna give you the same kind of productivity as a big truck because it loads itself really fast with a lot of power, and legally, being within your road weights, you can fill this tank right up. Now we're gonna do something even more impressive. Chantel, you wanna come give us a hand?